Let's be real, you miss one power bill and they'll shut you off like you never existed. No phone call, no knock at the door, just click, darkness. Kids in the house, babies crying, snow outside, and nobody cares because this world stopped running on compassion. It runs on contracts. Everything is paper, signatures, digits, and fake green money. So how did we get here? The ancients didn't live like this. And Kemet, what the Greeks called Egypt, value wasn't printed, it was grown. Grain was currency, cattle, labor, reputation, honesty, that was wealth. If you were hungry, the community fed you. Temple stores surplus harvest. Priests kept accounts and grains, not greed. They called it living in maat. Balanced money existed, but it was symbolic of trust, not replacement for it. Then came the empires, Lydia, Persia, Greece, minting metal coins with kings' faces. Suddenly, wealth had an owner's stamp on it. Rome perfected it, gold, silver taxation, soldiers to enforce collection. The idea of debt was born. If you owe Caesar, you belong to him. They turned trade into hierarchy. Fast forward a few thousand years, Europe's bankers and monarchs start issuing notes that represent gold locked in vaults. A promise on paper becomes a new idol. Then in the 1900s, the link to gold breaks completely. Paper stands for nothing but belief. It's faith without spirit, religion, or finance. The same mentality that will cut your lights off in winter because the ledger says so. Modern governments aren't temples of Mayat, they're accounting firms with armies. Corporations file charters, nations sign bonds, everything's tracked by contract law. The United States didn't invent paper money, but it industrialized it. The dollar became the world's measuring stick. Humanity became a line item. They call it the economy, but it's really a network of agreements that forgot the people who signed them. Because the system has no nervous system, no heart, computers decide who eats, algorithms decide who's worthy. The workers collecting the bill don't hate you, they're trapped in the same machine. Everyone's just following policy while compassion starves outside the door. We built a structure that treats life like math. If you can't pay, you don't deserve comfort. That's not justice, that's entropy. But paper isn't power, people are. Communities can still feed, house, and protect one another outside the price tag. We can trade skill for skill, seed for seed, truth for trust. That's how our ancestors survived floods, droughts, empires. Money was never evil, it just forgot what it stood for. It's supposed to circulate like breath, not suffocate us. So when they talk about the economy, remember you are the economy. Your hands, your care, your time, your heart. They can print paper all day long, but they can't print compassion. They can't print skill, and they can't print creativity. Let's bring the human back to value, the heart back to exchange, to empathy, to sharing, and the spirit back to what we call wealth, because light bills shouldn't cost love.